Hello, my friends and fellow VEDSies. Welcome to yet another episode of Let's Play RuneScape. I am here in the town of Café, here in the land we've recently found, Mauritania. We unlocked this area in the last quest we did, Priest in Peril, which I did last week. I used a different account for this one. We're back to the account that I usually do this series on, with the slightly higher levels, although still pretty crappy. But even this isn't my main. I've done a little bit of leveling for attack in the time since I last used this account, and we've got ourselves a rune scimitar, which should help us a little bit. Yeah, this is a pretty wild town, Café here. Take this bar, for example, the Hair of the Dog Tavern. Not exactly your normal clientele here. You can buy beer at a typical bar, right? But not here. This place sells what is called Moonlight Mead, and one of the patrons of this bar is the creepy-looking dude, Vanstrom Klaus, hiding here, sitting on a chair, looking at no one in particular in the corner of this pub here. Hello there. The name's Vanstrom Klaus. How goes it, stranger? Quite well, thanks for asking. How about you? Well, I'm a little concerned about some friends of mine. They're in dire need of some assistance, but I'm at a loss as to how I could help them. What friends are these? You know, it's a personal tragedy that I have yet to meet them in the flesh, but their exploits make mouth-watering stories. The real meat and drink of high adventure and daring, so they say. Ooh, what does that mean exactly? I mean, I have some stories. I'm quite the hero myself. You may have heard of my adventures in Let's Play RuneScape. I'm quite popular on YouTube. No, they're a group of rebels fighting against the vampires that rule over Mauritania. They're known as the Myricky. Some people call them terrorists, while others call them freedom fighters. I see, and you want to help them? Of course. You know, I'm a big fan of their cause. I was hoping to supply them with some new weapons. Alas, I find I'm rather lacking in my ability when it comes to this kind of thing. Alrighty, and here we start not only the In Search of the Myricky quest, but the epic Myricky quest series, which when I was a kid, I remember getting really invested in the story of it. I just loved this quest series. We'll hit our ceremonial yes! Well, perhaps I could take these weapons to the Myricky. What do they need? Really? You would help? Well, I was hoping to deliver some steel to them. A long sword, 2 short swords, a dagger, a mace, and a warhammer. Though, if you wish to do this, I'm afraid you'll need to acquire the weapons yourself. My efforts to procure them have been rather unsuccessful. Right, I've got to get some steel weapons and take them to the Myricky. Where can I find them? Well, the vampires are always hunting them, so they keep themselves hidden. I hear the boatman in Morton has some dealings with them, though. I'd better get going then. How wonderful! Perhaps the people of Mauritania now have an additional hero they can come to rely on. Let's get a little bit of background lore here. What else do you know about the Myricky? Oh, there's always some evil heel ready to grind the face of humanity into the dirt. Here in Mauritania, it's the vampires. They rule over the region with an iron fist, killing any who oppose them. The Myricky are the only ones brave enough to stand up to them. They stay in the shadows, though, lest the vampires track them down. No one knows for sure how many of them there are. The group hiding in Mortmire supposedly has 6 members. There are whispers of more in other parts of Mauritania, though. And this group in Mortmire, they're who the weapons are for? Yes, indeed. The Myricky are almost certainly able to help themselves, but they need the tools to do it. Alright, I'd better be off. Ugh, I hate the trip down to Morton. You always have to deal with all of these ghasts trying to attack you. Oh, I can't lose all of my druid pouch charges. I need them for later, and now I only have the minimum charges. I gotta get away from these dang ghasts. And then even once you get past those dang ghasts, you have to go down and up this twisty maze section. Alright, so I have to find the boatman without getting attacked too hard by all of these afflicted and gassed. I have no idea why none of them are attacking me. Usually they're aggressive. There we go. And, of course, I'm out of run energy. Very typical. Very typical. Literally, how am I going to talk to this guy with a million gassed fighting me? I literally can't. That's ridiculous. How am I just going to fight shades until there's no shades around me so I can talk to the guy? That's dumb. I'm going to have to fight because they're going to keep spawning. I guess I just have to kill these 2 and hope none others spawn in their place. Yeah, like they've literally formed a line to kill me. At least I've got this one blocked by the crates. Okay, let's try talking to this Cyreg paddlehorn dude. Hello, my friend. Hello there, I'm guessing you're the boatman? Well, I am a boatman. I don't know about the boatman, though. What do you ask, anyway? Well, I hear you have dealings with the Myricky. I was hoping to take some weapons to them. I'm sure I don't... Ah! Seriously, how am I supposed to get through this quest dialogue? Okay, yeah. Hello there. Enough with the niceties. I gotta get through this. Come on, I know you're in cahoots with the Myricky. It's important I get these weapons to them. Well, okay, I may have done some work for them before. It's too dangerous now, though. I'm sorry. I can't help you. Come on, you can tell me. I'm sorry, I just can't. They're watching us, you know. Eyes everywhere. Well, okay, I guess they'll just die without these weapons, then. Man, you don't seem too concerned about their welfare. I'm glad I didn't tell you where they are. In any case, they're resourceful. They can look after themselves. What's that supposed to mean? They're resourceful folks, that's all I'm saying. The leader of their group, Veliath, looks after them well. Well, then why are they sending me to the Grand Exchange to spend thousands on these steel weapons? Why can't they just get them themselves? Well, maybe they could, but what do you care anyway? They've been up against it ever since they got started. All of them have suffered more loss and heartache than you'll ever know. Now leave me be. Alright, I guess I gotta go through all this dialogue to find the right thing. Well, if you don't tell me, their deaths are on your head. Oh, there's death aplenty in this forsaken place. What do I care that some foolhardy vigilantes decided to go it alone against the Drakens? Stupidity of youth is to blame. I won't carry it on my shoulders. Alright, well, I've gotten tired of this dude's negativity, so I've decided to kill him. No, actually, an afflicted is just standing exactly where he is. And I had to kill him to keep going with the dialogue. Again. I just want to help them. I think they need help. Everyone in these lands needs help. I'm sorry, though, it's just not safe, and it's not likely to get safer anytime soon. Look, I feel for them. I really do. They're fighting the good fight out there, and unfortunately, some of them probably won't live through it. Ivan in particular I feel sorry for. He's the youngest of their group, and he's seen too few winters to be involved in such toil. Then tell me how to find them. I can help them. I support their cause. That doesn't mean I want to die for them, though. I'm sorry, but I will not risk the wrath of the vampires. Well, there's only one thing left, but to offer him some of our cash stack. You think you can buy me? No, of course not. I just want to compensate you for your trouble. Get out of here, afflicted. You keep your money, and I'll keep my secrets. Okay, well, I've gone through all the dialogue. I don't exactly know. I didn't really get anywhere here. Well, I guess quest over. It is broken. I cannot fix it. Oh, I found a new line of dialogue here. Sorry, I missed the first couple, but that was quite the maze of dialogue. I don't know. Oh, no, don't interrupt my dialogue, please. I'm just gonna... Oh, for God's sake. What kind of loss and heartache have they suffered? Oh, the worst kind. Most have lost members of their family. Take Sandy Piliu, for example. She was orphaned overnight when a vampire went on the rampage. Imagine that, losing your entire family in one night. Terrible. Sounds awful. Who is Sandy Piliu? She's the only female member of the Myricky. Her agility and light fingers have got them out of quite a few sticky situations. What have they been up against? You are clearly not from around here. You wouldn't be asking such foolish questions. Drakan. That's what they've been up against. Drakan? Lord Lawerniel Drakan, leader of the vampires and ruler of Mauritania. His reign over these lands means we all live in fear. Well, and that's the end of that dialogue. What kind of a man are you to say that you don't care? Don't dare to judge me, young fool. What do you know of the heartache I carry? I want to help them. I did help them, but my part is done now. To do any more is to risk death. You're risking death either way. Better to risk it and help the cause than to stand by and do nothing. Very well. If you would take your chance to help these strangers, who am I to stop you? You'll help me? Will you take me to them? No, I won't take you, but you can use my boat. You'll be going through Mortmire, though, so I won't be letting you go unless you've got some defense against the ghasts. I have this druid pouch. There doesn't seem to be many charges in that. Get it refilled, my friend. I will not let you go into Mortmire without some protection. I used too many charges dealing with the freaking ghasts in the swamp. Alright, I've taken the liberty of gathering a few extra items and recharging my druid pouch, so I should be good for the next portion of the quest here. So will you take me to the Myraky? No, I won't take you, but you can use my boat. Yes, right, I've been there already. You'll be going through Mort Mire, though, so I won't be letting you... Yes, I knew this. I've got this fixed. I show him my druid pouch. I have this druid pouch. This turns the ghasts visible, and I can kill them once I can see them. Very well, you can go. But you'll need to bring me 6 wooden planks first. It's a good thing I looked this up, because if I did that whole walk again, and then he told me I needed planks, and I had to go get them, I would be screaming. Why do I need those? Well, the boat took some damage on my last trip. It needs some repairing. There's also a bridge you'll need to cross later in your journey. Unfortunately, it's rotten and it'll likely need repairs. That's what these nails are for. We're good. 3 of the planks are for the boat and 3 are for the bridge. I suggest you bring some tools and steel nails along as well. Got that. Alright, here's some planks for you. Give him 3 planks and he uses them to fix his boat. Right, okay, hopefully that registered before I had to enter another fight. Okay, let me see if I can board the boat now. I'll have to charge you 10 gold to cover the loan of the boat. Is that okay? I just fixed it for you. Isn't that enough? Yes, I'll pay you 10 GP. Alright, here we go. Going up into the swamps of Mort Mire to find the Myraky hideout. Okay, here I am. Now, if I looked this up, I just gotta run north until I find this bridge. There it is, off in the distance. Oh, good. At least I can climb up on the tree. I'd assume I'm free from the ghasts up here. Thank God. A brief respite. Okay, so this is where all of these nails come in handy. We're gonna repair the bridge. Thank God. Okay. Come on. I hope this isn't failable. Let's see. Being a handyman fixing a bridge. Alright, that's that entire song. I hope you like it. I should put it on Spotify. Okay, so we're gonna gather our thoughts. This is the dude we need to talk to. Kerpile Fjord. I can't imagine that one day a mother looked lovingly at her baby and says, I shall call you Kerpile. Oh, thank God. I got attacked by this ghast, and thankfully, Jagex seems to have given Kerpile Fjord a little safe haven around his character so I can't get engaged in combat. Why they wouldn't do that for the boatman, I will never know. I have come to help the Myraky. I've brought them some weapons. Okay, I see you got some weapons, but here's the thing. These guys over here, they don't want to be found. They paid me good money just to keep them hidden. Yes, and they've outfitted you with, what even is that, a wooden sword and shield? Now, you seems to be all sincered up to me. It's choking me up right here, I tell you. But, hey, it's gotta do my job or the kids don't get fed. Okay, I've got an idea. Say, I ask you a few questions, and you answer them all correct and so on. Well, you know what, that made me trust yous. How's that sound? Sounds fine to me. Go ahead, shoot. So, here's my complaint about this quest. We do all that stuff with the boatman, go through all of that complicated web of dialogue while trying not to be attacked by stuff, and you can't skim through it because you literally get a pop quiz later. Hey, don't tempt me. Use Dyson with death here, my friend. Okay, first question. What vampire family rules over Mauritania? Okay, I do remember that one. They are the Drakan. Okay, that's an interesting answer. That's the first question done. Okay, second question. Who is the leader of the Myraky in Mort Mire? Shoot. I already forget. I believe it is Veliaf Hertz. An interesting response. That's the second question and answer. I apologize to anybody of Italian descent or anybody of whatever descent I am trying to impersonate with this horrifically bad accent. My fault. Okay, third and final question. Which member of the Myraky was originally a scholar? I don't know. I remember the name Sani Piliu. Very interesting. That's the third question answered. Oh, I missed one. Go on, get out of here. Oh, he knocked me out and took me back to Morton. Oh, I talked so much about his wooden sword, but turns out it was very powerful. Okay, thankfully it wasn't exactly a long journey to get back there, so I got this. There we go. Okay, I believes you. You can go on in. Man, my voice for this guy is just deteriorating. Head through the doors behind this tree. Once you're in, take the first cave on the right. You got it, Kerpile. Okay, let's go on in here. The doors. Behind the tree. Oh, back here. Okay. Okay, so I guess they're in this little room here. Search the wall, but don't find anything of note. Helpful! Alright, so I guess I have to go into this cave entrance back here. Okay, wow. Hey! Who are you and why are you here? It's okay, I'm a friend. I'm here to deliver some weapons to you. Weapons? You better talk to Valiaf then. I'll be keeping an eye on you, though, so don't go trying anything. Okay. Better watch out for that guy. Hello there. You. I saw you come in. Harold didn't kill you, though, so I'm guessing you're no enemy. Who are you? I'm GBS Guitar Boy. Don't worry, I'm a friend. I was just asked to bring you some weapons. It's true that we could do with some supplies. Thank you for bringing them here. I'll have a proper look over them in a moment, but there's something I must finish first. Feel free to introduce yourself to the others in the meantime. All right, let's go meet some Myricky. Oh, we heard about her. The only female member of the Myricky, Sandy Pilio. Very nice to meet you. The name's Sandy Pilio. What's yours? I'm GBS Guitar Boy. Nice to meet you, Sandy. The pleasure's all mine. I've got a good feeling about you. I reckon you're going to do great things for us. You have a powerful aura. Sorry, that must seem really strange. Ooh, no girl has ever complimented my aura before. Do you think I could rizz this chick up for real? Okay, everyone, delete your memory of me saying that. Well, perhaps a little. It's nice of you to say so in any case, though. I'd like to add... I can't even finish my sentence. I'm so flustered. I'd like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay. Sure, go ahead. I'll answer as best I can. Tell me a bit about yourself. Well, there's not much to tell, really. I was 9 years old when my family was ripped to pieces by a vampire. One moment I was a happy member of a loving family, and the next I was an orphan living in a hand-to-mouth existence. Somehow I managed to get by, eking out a living wherever I could. People took pity on me, and I earned food by helping them out. I quickly found I had a very useful set of skills, and that there were plenty of people willing to pay for them. I bumped into Valiaf in Canifis. He told me that I would be an asset to the Myricky, and he invited me to join. I said yes, of course. I couldn't turn down the chance to fight against those who took away my family. What can you tell me about the Myricky? Well, Valiaf is the leader of our group. We're not the only ones in Mauritania, though. Valiaf reports to someone called Calcidiu, who's in charge of all the Myricky. I've never met any of the others, though. Our hope is to one day bring an end to the reign of Loerniel Draken and his vampires. For now, though, we're just trying to find any weaknesses we can take advantage of. We need to know how to kill them before we take the war to them. Well, you make it sound easy. With determination, you can achieve great things. However, Valiaf always tells us not to underestimate the enemy. I've made that mistake before, and I won't be making it again. What's going on in Mauritania? Well, the entire region is ruled over by Loerniel Dracan and his family. Everyone living here must pay blood teeths to the vampires. The teeths keep the vampires fed and ensure that the people are too weak to oppose them. And that's where we come in. We don't just offer our family members to the Dracans as a weekly snack. We're going to fight back. Is this your main camp? It's our only camp, at least for our group. I know there's more Myricky in other parts of Mauritania, but I don't know exactly where. Okay, thanks. That was a lot of good info. You got a number or anything? I can. You want to? You know what? I'll take things slow. I'll talk to you later. I think I've got a crush. Oh, I see you've introduced yourself to Valiaf. Now, what can I do for you? Do you mind if I asked a few questions? Not at all. I'm sure I'll be able to help. Have you heard any rumors? Yes, I hear them all the time. They're neither correct or even all that interesting, though. I'm a key advisor to Valiaf. He seeks my counsel on many issues before we engage the enemy. Not that we do that very often. Our foes heavily outnumber us, unfortunately. We don't give up, though. After all that is required for evil to survive is for good people to do nothing. What do you know about Mauritania? All the land on this side of the Salve is known as Mauritania. Humans and vampires are the main occupants of the region, though other races also live out here. The humans here live like cattle, with the vampires taking regular blood teeths to keep themselves fed. All in all, it's a dire place, though we hope to change that. What can you tell me about the Myricky? Well, there's multiple groups of us, even though we don't know exactly how many. The less we know about our allies, the less we can reveal to the vampires if captured. Valiaf leads this group. We operate throughout Mortmire and the surrounding villages. He reports to Calcidio, who's the head of our resistance. All right, thank you. Okay, learning information as we go. Very educational. We're going to talk to Radijad. Oh, I see you've introduced yourself to Velioff. Are you planning to join the fray here against the Drakans? Maybe. I'd like to ask you a few questions if that's okay. Sure, go ahead. I'll answer as best I can. What's your job here? I help with anything I can. I used to be a mercenary before joining the Myricky, so I know my way around a blade. I've relied on Velioff's sword arm many a time. I'd like to think that he could rely on mine. What can you tell me about the Myricky? Well, we're the only resistance against the vampires. We're seriously outnumbered, though. Velioff doesn't like to hear us say hopeless, but I feel that's our situation at the moment. What are your plans for the future? Well, that's more of a question for Velioff. Ultimately, though, our goal is to rid Mauritania of the vampires so that we might reclaim our right to exist. For me personally, I hope that more people will join our ranks soon. Strength comes in numbers, after all. Have you heard any rumors? I have. Something you might find interesting is that Safalan Hallow, the leader of another Myricky group, has apparently managed to sneak one of his people into the vampire capital, Darkmire. I'm not sure how true that is, but it would be great, though. That would be great. Okay, good to talk to you, too. I think I've talked to just about everybody except for Ivan Strom here. Hi there. Velioff said I should introduce myself to everyone. Okay, well, my name is Ivan. It's nice to meet you. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions? That's fine. I don't know how much I can help, though. What are you doing here? Me, personally? You know what? I shouldn't even be here, really. I'm training to be a priest, and I was meant to travel to Paterdomus to learn from Drezel. The trip's too dangerous at the moment, though. Is it really important for you to train as a priest? I'd have thought there'd be more pressing issues. Velioff thinks it would be useful to have a priest to advise him. I think he also wants me further away from harm until I'm more experienced. What can you tell me about the Myricky? Well, we're the only ones brave enough to put up a fight against the Drakans. I'm proud to be one of them. I do worry that I might let the others down, though I'm not as skilled as they are. What do you know about Mauritania? Oh, it's a lost land. The evil Drakan family rule all the region. People cling to each other in fear when the blood teeths are to be paid. It's horrible. It won't be like this forever, though. The Myricky will bring light back to this dark place. Have you heard any rumors? Sorry, but I haven't really heard anything notable recently. Okay, thanks. Oh, I still have to talk to Harold Evans, but he yelled at me earlier. Hey, man, I'm sorry about that earlier. Forgive me if I seem cautious. You just need to be careful with newcomers. It's fine. Do you mind if I ask a few questions? Sure, I'll do my best to answer them. What's your job here? Cheating death seems to be my main role. I'm the main fighter for the group, so I'm always in the thick of it. It's gone okay for me so far, though. What's your grasp of the situation? Well, the situation is grave. It would be dangerous to think differently. We're really up against it, but we have no choice. This is a battle for our very existence, and we need to employ any tactics to achieve our goal. What can you tell me about this group? We're a good team, though many of the others haven't had any proper training before. I used to be in a militia, and so I've been trying to share my knowledge as best I can. In most cases, we end up having to improvise, though. Thankfully, this lot are good at that. Ivan over there, he saved our bacon in a recent run-in with some Juves. Juves? What are those? They're juveniles, the lowest form of vampire. We come across them quite often around here. They may be the weakest vampires, but they're still very dangerous. They're stronger and faster than many well-trained soldiers, and twice as bloodthirsty. Have you heard any rumors? Yes, I hear them all the time. I don't pay much attention to them, though. All right, thank you. Okay, I think that's everyone. I think I'm going to talk to Velioff again and see what our next steps are. Give them their weapons as well. Well met. I see you've introduced yourself to everyone. Shall we discuss those weapons now, or is there something else you wanted to talk about? So you're the leader of this group? That's right. I can't say I particularly asked for it. The others look up to me, though, so they decided I was the best man for the job. What can you tell me about your organization? Well, I wouldn't say we're an organization. We're really not that organized. Anyway, though, we're a group of Myricky freedom fighters. We're dedicated to mounting a resistance against the Drakan family and their vampire kin. What can you tell me about Mauritania? Well, if legend is to be believed, it was once a beautiful place. But then Loerniel Drakan and his vampires arrived. Who's Loerniel Drakan? Loerniel Verdig... Oh my god. Loerniel Verd... I'll get there. I'm gonna get there. Loerniel Verdid... Oh, I'm gonna practice this one. Vergidiad. Okay, take 3 or 4. We got this. Loerniel Vergidiad Drakan is his full name. Nailed it. He's the vampire that heads up the Drakan family. Helped by his brother Ranis and his sister Vanestula, he rules over all of Mauritania. You sound very bitter. What a rude thing to say. So would you if you lost everyone dear to you at the hands of such monsters. What are your plans for the future? Well, at the moment we're maintaining a low profile here at our hideout. We were recently spotted while out on a scouting mission, so we're playing it safe and laying low. Looking further ahead, we need to build more support if we have any hope of taking on the vampires. We also need to learn more about their weaknesses so we can take advantage of them. Alright, let's talk about the weapons here. Alright, let's see what you have for us. Alright, I give him all the weapons. Oh, these weapons look great. Many thanks. Oh, cutscene. Cutscene time. Oh, something's happening. What the? Vampire! Oh, it's Vanstrom! Wait, what?
Well done, adventurer. You led me right to them. The little dears are going to wonder which side you're on. The Drakans have been wanting you lot dealt with for a while now. We wouldn't want to disappoint them, would we?
Oh, we're dead. Huh. Oh. Our love affair was brief, but it was beautiful.
Quite right.
No!
Sorry, Harold. You too.
Pew! Oh my god, how am I supposed to fight this guy who's just one-hitting everyone?
And now, a little gift for the rest of you. Ha 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 ha.
Oh my god. Skeleton Hellhound, level 97. Okay, so I honestly don't think I can get him with the food I have. My plan is to go back and restock. Alright, well, I filled my inventory with food and have made my way back to where the battle is going to be. I just wish I would stop getting attacked and losing health from these stupid ghasts on my way there. I'm really hoping this goes somewhat more smoothly than the Priest in Peril boss battle. That was just not the most fun in the world. Oh, I'm already hitting good numbers. Am I going to get through this whole fight not needing food after all that? Ooh, I'm really impressed with this. Ruined Scimitar, this is the best. Oh my god. What is happening right now? Am I the greatest RuneScapist in the history of all time? I must kill him, for he killed my girlfriend in the future, hopefully, probably, in my imagination. Okay, he is defeated. Sonny, Harold, that murderer killed them. I'm so sorry, this is all my fault. I don't understand, though. He said you led him here. How? He was the one that asked me to bring the weapons to you. He looked like a human, though. I'm sorry, friend, but he clearly took advantage of you. Vampires can shapeshift to look like humans. Someone from around here might have realized. You were not to know, though. No, I'm still responsible, though. The burden of what happened here is for your conscience to bear. That said, you managed to kill that pet of his. We might all be dead if not for you. I imagine now you see why we fight for our freedom. Yes, I think I understand. Is there anything I can do to help now? I first met Vanstrom in Canifis. Can I go back and see if he's still there? I suspect he will have moved on now. You're welcome to try, though. I know a shortcut you might find useful. If you head back into the main cave and go north, you'll reach a wall. There's a hidden door in that wall that leads right into the basement of the Hair of the Dog Tavern. Well, that's very useful. Thank you very much. Once you are done, I'd appreciate you coming back here to discuss a few things. You held your own against that creature. We could use someone like you. I want to join your organization. Well, we could definitely use someone like you. You should go and see if Vanstrom is still in Canifis, though. Come back once you're done, and we'll talk. What do you plan to do now? We won't be able to stay here now that Vanstrom knows where we've been hiding. We have some time, though. He'll expect that we're all dead. We'll use that time to form a plan of action. Alrighty, so we've unlocked a new shortcut to not have to do that whole walk anymore. You know, the stakes always felt so high in this quest series. That's why I really got so in-depth into this one. RuneScape has some pretty silly quests, but I don't know why. The weight of this quest series always felt a little bit more real to me. Alright, so now I can search this wall, and there we go. Get into this little basement here behind the inn, and I gotta go see if that murderous jerk is still here. Oh, he is, that bastard. Hello, friend. What can I do for you? Oh, sorry. I thought you were someone else. Who did you think I was? I thought you were that dirty murderer Vanstrom. Whoa, it sounds like you've got a score to settle. I definitely have. And that's it. Not the hugest XP reward, 600 XP and 5 different skills. I don't even know if that's going to get me a new level in anything. But 2 quest points, access to the hollows, and more importantly, access to In Aid of the Myricky. Oh, I got a hit points level out of that. In Aid of the Myricky, which we will do on this YouTube channel next week. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'm doing VEDS video every day in September, although for me and a few other of my fellow VEDSies, it has turned into VMDS video most days in September. I got a little behind, y'all, my fault. But yeah, this has been the 3rd episode of Let's Play RuneScape for this year. There's going to be one more where we do the 2nd quest in this series, In Aid of the Myricky, next week. Thanks so much for watching. I always have so much fun with this series. And we'll catch you again with another video on this channel tomorrow. See you then.